So let's be honest. When you hear the phrase South Africa's Department of Home Affairs, you likely picture one thing: long queues, frustrating queues, systems that are always down, that kind of administrative headache that just wears you down.
Yeah, I mean, that reputation is definitely earned.
Yeah.
But the sources you send over show something. Well, something genuinely significant is happening. It's a huge shift, one of the country's most ambitious digital transformations yet, and the engine behind it all is artificial intelligence.
Okay, let's dive right in then. We're talking about the new AI-powered electronic travel authorization system, the ETA. This is a massive deal. So our mission here is to unpack its potential, for efficiency and security, but also to really look at the critical risks, the ethical demands of using AI in government.
It's a huge move. And specifically, this ETA system is for visa-exempt foreign nationals. So they apply online before they travel. It streamlines the whole entry process. And really, it brings South Africa in line with what's become a global standard.
So we're basically swapping physical cues for an online form. But why AI? I mean, what's it doing that a simple database couldn't handle?
It's about the sheer volume and the precision. Home Affairs deals with, millions of identities every year. AI is needed because it's like this hyper-efficient audit machine. It spots these tiny patterns, it predicts anomalies, it flags things. A human operator would just scroll right past. Think of it like trying to find one perfectly forged banknote in a mountain of real cash. That's what the AI is doing.
Ah, okay. So it's not just about speed, it's a security tool. It's the first line of defense against some pretty sophisticated threats.
Precisely. And that gives you two major wins. First, you get efficiency. The routine, simple applications get processed almost instantly. That frees up the human staff to focus on the really complex cases, the ones that need actual judgment.
And the second win?
Security. The AI can analyze biometric data, we're talking facial scans, fingerprints, with incredible accuracy. That's essential now, with things like identity fraud and, the very real threat of deep fakes being used to fool security systems.
This all sounds like the future. But here's where it gets complicated, right? We're talking about putting this advanced AI into a huge government department that's well known for its operational challenges.
It is. The dream of modernization runs smack into the reality of legacy systems. The sources are very clear on this. You're dealing with aging IT infrastructure, a real shortage of digital skills, and just general vulnerabilities in the system.
And the biggest risk isn't just the system crashing, is it? It's something deeper.
It is. It's about system integrity. The real failure point is the data the AI is trained on.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if the algorithms are trained on global data sets, or even old, incomplete local data, they might not be optimized for, say, African demographics. You could end up with a system that has inherent biases, one that unfairly flags or rejects a perfectly legitimate applicant just because the data it learned from was flawed to begin with.
And once that happens, trust in the whole thing just evaporates.
Immediately. Which is why the safeguards have to be non-negotiable.
So what are those? What's the bare minimum to make this work and protect people's data?
First, cybersecurity has to be absolutely unyielding. We're talking about some of the most sensitive personal data you can have. Breaches aren't just an inconvenience. They're a massive violation of trust. And second, transparency. The system can't be a black box. A citizen has to be able to understand why they were approved or rejected. You need that explainability.
So how do they get from this ambitious vision to a working reality without, a catastrophic failure? What's the roadmap?
It has to be a phased rollout. You start small, you test, you refine, you iterate. You don't just flip a switch on day one. And crucially, you need strong human oversight. The AI is there to augment human decision-making, to make it faster and more accurate. It's not there to replace accountability.
So if they can actually pull this off with all that foresight and integrity, this could be a really powerful blueprint, couldn't it? Oh, absolutely. Success here could pave the way for a much broader digital transformation across other government departments. It could genuinely improve services and maybe start to rebuild some of that public confidence.
And I think that's the final thought for you to take away from this. The integration of AI into government is a pivotal moment for South Africa. The challenge isn't really about whether the technology works. We know it can. The real test is whether our nation can deliver on this promise with the integrity needed to build a fair, reliable, and equitable system for the future. That's the real question this deep dive leaves us with.